Hey there, my friends. I want to get really political with you tonight. Really deep, heavy stuff. If you're not into that, tune out. I'm not a conspiracist. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but this may sound like one to some of you. Do you think it's coincidental that a black man was put into the White House and that at that time in the country's history, we didn't really know how many African American voters would be voting? Do you think it's a coincidence that immediately after that excellent president, who probably was put in there to fail, but proved those people wrong by being one of the best presidents we've ever had, that president gets replaced by a white supremacist friendly president? You think that's a coincidence? And then immediately following him for only one term, the other president, the African American one, got 2 terms. He's replaced by a politician who stayed out of the limelight because he has a speech impediment, a stutter. And as history has proven, those with a stutter are not taken seriously and are usually made fun of. And I don't think he wanted to be president, but I think the powers that be, whoever they are, put him in the presidency because they wanted someone quiet, someone who wouldn't tweet and constantly talk about the deeds that he's done. From what I understand, from the research that I've done, love him or hate him, Sleepy Biden has actually done more positive things for the planet, for education, and so on and so forth than both Obama and Trump combined. That's interesting. That's mainly because he has a little more control of certain avenues and so forth, but it's also because he's a true politician and knows how to get things done, and he doesn't spend time bragging about what he's done. He just does it. And from what I understand, that's what he's doing. And on paper, historically speaking, when all the dust settles, he may go down as one of the better presidents. Interesting. We'll see if that's true. Now, that's not what we're here for. I didn't want to talk about that type of politics. I want to talk about the state of mind kind of politics, positivity, negativity, and how we now live in a world where you're not allowed to not only be yourself, but the people who have a problem with you being yourself want to vocalize how much they have a problem with you being yourself. So much so that we now have politicians that are dictating what you can do with your body. It's like they're forcing you to wear a seatbelt on your own body. You're pregnant? I don't care how you got pregnant. I don't care why you got pregnant. I don't care what's the world is or how much money you have. You're having the baby. You got pregnant. It's murder if you don't have the baby. Why would you say that? It's murder if you don't have that's just terrible. We live in we so much good has been done up to a certain point, so much good. And now all the hateful people, all the people with anger in their heart, the grievances and the bitter people, the ones who have been silenced most of their life because what they had to say was wicked or evil and no one wanted to hear it. But now these people have the podium. They have the voice. They've been given power. They've been given a president who supported them and their behaviors. We had a president, someone who's supposed to represent the American culture, the American people, someone who's supposed to stand up above the muck, someone who's supposed to be the best an American can be. And we've got people taking sides with a man who talked about grabbing pussy, with a man who paid off a prostitute to be quiet, from a man who openly promotes and takes sides with white supremacists. with a man who has bashed all races but white ones. A man who did everything within his power to harm animals and nature and the ecosystem, to make money for those who already have money, which is why most of the people with money, if you really got down to it, would tell you they hate him. They just love his politics. They love that he made them richer. It's terrible. And we live in this state where now you have kids going to school, and we had done so much in trying to show the world how bad bullying is. It's almost like by telling everybody that we have a problem with bullies, whoever it is out there that's manipulating us and controlling us, if that is true, whoever that is, ran with it. They ran with it, didn't they? Because now the bullies are running the school. That's exactly what they want. It's not what we wanted. We don't want bullying because we know what it leads to. But we also know that it's a natural process of children to be bullying. Brothers and sisters bullying and so forth. Bullying is a way that we find our place. It's how an alpha is established, right? But now what's happening, because the bullies are so many, is the bullied can't take it anymore. They're getting bullied on all sides now because the bullies run everything, right? So the bully goes home and gets a gun and goes back and kills everybody just because the adrenaline is flowing and they got a gun, and it doesn't matter if you're innocent, if you're one of the bullies, whatever, I'm killing everybody. Then I kill myself. That could be attested to the don't kill yourself culture. We spend so much time and money and energy telling people not to kill themselves that they think about killing other people before they think about killing themselves. And I know that's politically incorrect, what I just said. I'm not saying kill yourself. I'm just simply saying that that's where I think that came from. Everything starts somewhere. And if you were our enemy, you would want to promote that, wouldn't you? You would want to make sure that our culture continues to do the things that is dividing us. Texas recently and a lot of other southern states are doing this abortion thing and gay and transgender stuff. They're passing all these laws and regulations, making, in a nutshell, they're stupid. The laws they're creating are stupid. Telling a woman what she can and can't do with her body, making it illegal and offering rewards. Come on. They have to know. These are things that no one has been talking about. It just comes up all of a sudden, and now we're dealing with it. No one has been complaining about transvestites and transgenders and people who, nobody cares. But all of a sudden, we do care now. All of a sudden, we're being told that we care. That we care if a man wants to wear a dress. I don't care, whatever floats your boat, you know what I mean? Some people snort a line, smoke a joint, drink 3 bottles. The same person doing all this complaining is probably complaining that it's on their Budweiser can. God dog it, every 24 cans of Budweiser, I gotta be reminded of it. Yeah, you just drank 24 cans of it. You're an alcoholic. Okay, your opinion doesn't count because you're not really sober. You don't know what you're talking about. Everything is switched. We've done an about face. The worst person in the classroom, the one that everybody knew was the troublemaker, is now everyone in the classroom, and the good kids are the minority. Yeah. There's a lot of bad stuff going on, a lot of bad politics. You know, the famous joke, how do you know when a politician is lying, his mouth is moving? Well, that's true, because a lot more there is so much more to it than that. You got 5 people in the room, right? And you got to make all 5 of them happy, right? You got to make all 5 of those people happy. Each of those 5 people has a different thing they want from you. And you have something you want from each of them. But in the end, there may be only 1 or 2 things you really want, and those are the only 2 things you're going to be able to get. So you have to make all 5 of them happy somehow. And what if one of these 5 wants you to not do what one of the other 5 wants you to do? That's when things get really complicated. That's how you make an enemy. It's politics. It's not a dirty word. It's what it is. It's politics. Making choices, weighing those choices out, finding harmony with those things. You make some enemies, you make some friends. Hopefully you make powerful friends, good-hearted people as your friends, and you make enemies out of the weak cannibals, the jerks, the ones that would eat you if they could. The jerks are running the world right now. And I don't mean that our president right now is a jerk, because he's just the president. He'll be out in a matter of time, and another person will take over, right? Something's going on. That's all I know. Something is going on. This whole stuff with Russia is not to be taken lightly, and it scares me. It scares me that so many Americans don't even care about that. They don't care about what was going on between Trump and Putin. They don't care. And that's scary to me. They don't care that documents went missing. Well, I do care. And I think something's wrong, and I think something's going on. I think we got China trying to get the rest of the world to use a universal currency. Something's going on, people, and I'm afraid that we're so divided and we're so distracted about each other. We're so busy quarreling amongst ourselves, inciting stuff. You got all these people, so many people watch social media, so it's so easy to incite anger with people by just saying, have you ever noticed, take the time out, and the most politically incorrect comment on almost every social media feed you'll see is someone with very few posts. We used to call them trolls. Now trolls have an opinion and people listen to them. What if it's someone who's paid to do that? What if it's just a bunch of people in a room just going like this all day, looking for threads and finding things they know we like and making comments just to piss us off? You know what I mean? I mean, the reason why I know this is what's happening is because I can watch my favorite show, The Mandalorian, right? And finish watching an episode and talk to all my friends. And everyone I talk to tells me how much they loved it. And I'll hear about how many people are watching it and how it's the biggest hit Disney's ever had. And blah, blah, blah. And then I'll get on Facebook. And without intentionally happening, it does, a thread will show up and I'll have a picture of The Mandalorian. And it'll say something like, Mandalorian fans upset at the new path or direction the show is going. And I never click on them because I know for a fact that the whole article will be written in a manner to piss me off. But then at the very end, to prevent from getting in trouble, it'll say, but this is a very tiny group of fans. Then they're not fans. Anyway, clickbait. I remember when Black Panther, the second one came out, I saw a feed like that and it said, due to controversy, the Black Panther will not be playing in many theaters. And I was like, what? And I clicked on that immediately. And in Siberia. What? Why would you put a post on an American Facebook page that says will not be playing in some theaters, and you have to read the whole article to find out at the end that it's in Siberia? How many theaters do they have in Siberia? Why would they play that movie there? Oh, that's called clickbait. All they wanted from me is to click so that I would go to that page and see the ads that are on there. To see the ads that are on there. They get paid just for you clicking because it's assumed you saw the ad. They get paid. Just like on YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't have my stuff monetized, so it doesn't matter if you skip my commercials or whatever. If they play a commercial before one of my videos. This is a long video, so there might be 2 commercials. You know? Now, if I played music in the background, it would get copyright flagged, and then the person who has the rights to that music would make money from you watching this video. Did you know that? But if you skip the commercials on any videos you watch, the content owner doesn't get paid. Don't forget that. So if there's somebody you like and they have commercials, like say you're watching your favorite show or there's something you watch on a regular basis and you want it to continue, you would want to not only like the content, but you would want to watch any commercials they had. You would just have to you don't actually have to watch them, but let them roll so that person gets paid for it. That's what I do. Anyway, 15 minute, 20-second video. Thanks for watching. Man, I could go on forever and talk forever, ever. I could. But these are difficult to load, you know what I mean? They take a lot of space on my phone. Thanks for watching.